Hi, Faith. Welcome back. What would you like to focus on in today's session?
Talk about the Pythagorean theorem.
I see. The Pythagorean Theorem can feel tricky at first, but don't worry. I'll guide you through it step by step. By the end of this session, I think it'll start to make sense. Sound good?
Yeah, okay.
Let's start with a right triangle. You've seen this before, right?
Yeah, it's 90 degrees, has a hypotenuse.
Exactly. The Pythagorean Theorem is a rule that works only for right triangles. It tells us how the three sides of the triangle are related. Here's the rule: a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Let's label this triangle. The two shorter sides are called A and B. These form the right angle. The longest side is called C, or the hypotenuse. Our goal is to figure out the length of one side if we know the other two. Make sense so far?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Great. Let's try it with numbers. Imagine you're helping design a basketball court. You need to lay out a diagonal line across a rectangular section. The two shorter sides of the rectangle are 6 feet and 8 feet. How long is the diagonal? To find the diagonal, we'll use the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Here, a equals 6 and b equals 8. Let's calculate a squared. What's 6 squared?
36,
Perfect. Now, what's 8 squared?
64.
You've got it. Now we add them together. 36 plus 64 equals 100. So c squared equals 100. To find c, we need to figure out the square root of 100. Do you know what that is?
10.
Exactly. That means the diagonal line needs to be 10 feet long. How's that so far?
That makes sense, but I'm still a little unsure.
That's okay. I can tell this feels a bit tricky. Let me explain. Squaring a number is just multiplying it by itself. For example, 6 squared means 6 times 6 equals 36. We square the sides because the Pythagorean theorem is based on the relationship between their lengths. Think of it as a special rule that works every time for right triangles.
Okay.
You're doing great. Let's quickly double check this with another example to make sure you've got it. Imagine a triangle where the two shorter sides are 9 feet and 12 feet. Can you use the Pythagorean theorem to find the hypotenuse?
So a squared, 9 squared, which is 81. And then b squared is 12 squared, which is 144. And then 81 plus 144 is 225. So c squared is going to be equal to 225. And then if we take the square root of 225, we end up with 15. So c is equal to 15 feet.
Exactly. You're basically a pro at this now. It looks like you understand this topic much better now. Do you have any other questions about it?
No, I don't have questions.
That's awesome. If you want, we can move on to something else or review this a bit more. What do you think?